Efforts to end the fuel subsidy payment during the Goodluck Jonathan administration were resisted by opposition politicians who put personal interest above the national one, a policy that would have helped the country overcome the difficulties currently being experienced. Former Minister of Information Labaran Maku pointed this out in Abuja during the induction of 504 new Nigerian Institute of Public Relations members. Arise correspondent Georgina Ndukwe has details.
This is the second edition of the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations Induction for Media and Allied Practitioners. Here, over 500 new members, including Arise News Director of News, Som Sambo, take their oath as they are being inducted into the NIPR. 4 former ministers of information graced the occasion. Labaran Maku, Minister of Information during former President Goodluck Jonathan's era, in his presentation highlighted how he was able to navigate the political terrain with his experience in public relations, especially during the Occupy Nigeria protests and the Boko Haram insurgency. He specifically cited how difficult it was to campaign for the removal of petrol subsidy in 2012, despite the fact that payment of subsidy was no longer feasible for Nigeria as a country. He urged the new entrants to be able to draw the line and distinguish between relevant public information and propaganda.
We must be very patriotic even when we're in opposition, for example. Because there are policies that are for the good of the nation, that every political actor should see and see the reality of it. We debate. Today, President Tinubu has had to enforce this policy because there is nothing, no money anymore to be able to implement subsidy. That we are late almost by 10 years. And now you can see this is the political situation. I believe for those of you who are coming in newly, please distinguish public information from propaganda.
For the President and Chairman of the Governing Council of NIPR, the practice of public relations is a responsibility that should be taken seriously. He says as part of the Institute's contribution to the recent controversy thrown up by the Samoa Agreement, a technical team of experts have been constituted to study the agreement and come up with the implications of signing the document.
So the Institute decided to set up a technical team of experts to study the Samoa Agreement and come up with the reputation and perception implication of signing that agreement to Nigeria as a nation and to the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Aside this, the new members were tasked to live up to the tenets of the profession by abiding by the rules and regulations that guide public relations practice in Nigeria.
As we welcome our newest inductees, let us celebrate their achievements and commitment to ongoing professional development.
No matter your course of study, you require a thorough understanding of the workings of the organization you represent. If you are practicing public relations in the aviation industry, or in the engineering field, or in the hospitality industry, you must understand the nitty-gritty of that industry.
What I take from NIPR, the 60 years of service to Nigeria, is that they want you to carry on the battle. Every Nigerian wants the same thing. We want a country that cares. We want a government that listens. We want a society that functions. We want something that we can hand on to our people, hope, our children, the generations to come. We want them to believe in Nigeria.
Established in 1963, the NIPR has been in existence for 60 years with over 3,000 members in the Abuja branch. The professional body of qualified public relations practitioners is mandated by law to regulate the practice and direct the development of public relations as a profession in the country. The law also makes it illegal to practice public relations under any title in Nigeria without NIPR certification. Georgina Ndukwe, Arise News.